In talking about Get Up, I find that the reason why nobody understands it is because it is very cloudy and difficult to understand. It doesn't mean that people are being stupid at all. It, it is in the very nature. Communism we understood. We knew it was by Lenin in Moscow and it came out of the French Revolution and all that. And we knew that people became communist countries. They merely sort of still ran their parliaments, but they appointed all the people in them to be their own compatriots and to think exactly the same way. So they got rid of democracy without getting rid of parliaments. But the anarchists want to get rid of a lot more. Now that's one of the big problems with Get Up, because the anarchic aspect of it is it's so vague. It's got 79 things you may or may not agree with. It's got a list of 2 pages on the internet, and they say it's all right if you only agree with one, you can be a member, not the other 74. And it seems to be one great muddle, just pushing particular points of view that Get Up have decided. And as the people who run Get Up consistently have been between 20 and 30 years old, they're among the categories that they used to say, when you're not a socialist, when you're 20, you'd be surprised. But if you are a socialist when you're 40, you've got no brains. I think there's no heart at 20, but at 40 you have no brains. Well, we've been afflicted with that from Get Up, because it doesn't seem to matter to them that you have the right feeling, the people who run it. And they're very enthusiastic, and they also, the offensive thing was to have an American run their first election, 2001, that got Howard out, which is what they wanted to do. Without going into the details, there's certainly the creation of Get Up made a difference. They claimed it did, and I think it did, and it certainly ended up with Howard being removed from office. But the very way in which Howard was removed from office in that election would really be an argument against Get Up's intrusion into the market, and a sample of what's gone on ever since. They say they're not supporting a party of their own candidates, but they might as well be, because when they do it, they go out and canvass, as they did against Howard, as if it were. They used to go even round door knocking all around Howard's electorate. It became a pattern for the future. They set up pamphlets. They produced in one election something like 1 million pamphlets. They began putting advertisements on the internet, acting like a major party with a major donation. And as donations in that party were kept to $10 or less than $50, so they wouldn't have to record them with the Australian Electoral Commission. Bigger donations they sent through the unions. For instance, 1.1 million went through in 2010 from the EMFU, who were in a lot of trouble in court at the moment, you'll notice, for unusual activities. It was so bad that in the 2010 election, or it might have been 2013 election, the press refused to allow, the media refused to allow them to have any more TV advertisements, because they felt that was being financed from overseas, I would imagine, and I haven't got them in print. Because I don't think any parties have had enough money normally to get 700 advertisements on TV plus. It's very, very difficult for the government to act. The AEC, Australian Electoral Commission, had great trouble trying to bring them under its umbrella of control, because it couldn't be made to match the act as it stood. It was anarchic in that sense. And the word anarchy is appropriate to this organisation, because as in the Spanish Civil War, where it originated, and where the pact with the standard organisations, leftist organisations, or normally proliferated. has left this cloudy future as to what they intend to give us to replace the Parliament. I will read this from you to explain, from an article by Murray Rothbard on the internet, The Death Wish of the Anarcho-Communists, which is what we'd have to deal with to understand them now. Do they have a death wish? But it seems to be the death wish for anything that applies to modern civilization. We know that when we say civilization as we know it, which has been criticised in another excellent article by a man who defected from Islam, who says that the current organisations, we have to run our affairs where we vote and have we have candidates who are elected and represent us in Parliament. And if we have the greatest form of civilization in the world yet, should we not be forming an army in order to save it? Which is why I'm talking to you here, and we'll read this woman. It says, anarcho-communists have always been extremely vague and cloudy about the lineaments of their prospective anarchic society of the future. Many have been propounding the profoundly anti-libertarian doctrine that their revolution will have to confiscate and abolish all private property so as to win everyone from their psychological attachment to the property they own. On all other grounds, anarchic communism ranges from the mischievous to the absurd. Philosophically, this creed is simply an all-out assault on individuality and on all reason.